Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Stars Connect podcast. This is our first episode. I'm here with Robbie.
What's up,
Introduce yourself,
guys?
Robbie.
I'm Robbie. This is like Johan said, our first episode. We don't really know what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna be really focusing on talking. Um, nothing too extreme. Different subjects every video. We're gonna be stretching to about an hour, 45 minutes each podcast, and we're just spreading out from there. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been on the internet recently. They have that creepypasta that's been going around for what I don't know. It was around for about a year, but it just started to get really popular. The Backrooms. It's super interesting. I've been watching videos about it, and like those little YouTube shorts.
Yeah,
Or
me too. I've been seeing shit like that on TikTok, and and people always be like making memes and shit. Um, it's like it's like something happens, right? And then they put in the comments like, "You got sent to the back rooms." They're
right,
just making
yes,
memes about it and
it
shit
just falls
too.
through a pole. Yeah, no, it's actually really intriguing. So like you usually see everyone sees it like that yellow wallpaper. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
so I started like dive in. I saw this guy on YouTube. It's like Bogley or something like that. Uh, I don't know. He's kind of a nerd, but he makes a bunch of like backroom explained videos, and it's actually super entertaining because like there's like thousands upon thousands of these levels. They all have like different things, and there's like a whole like level where it's just a Titanic and the little monsters. They're called like entities.
yeah.
Um, it's really cool. There was this one with the Titanic back to it where you're literally just stuck in an ocean completely, and like you enter these levels through like I'm pretty sure he said like you get to the Titanic through level 5. You can enter a door, just looks like a
The
Titanic
main
old style
the
door.
The main thing I be seeing is like like that infinite like yellowish room that you always like. It's like a maze. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's
Like the
called
maze room. I don't know what
it's
it's
called
called.
level 0. So it's like the wallpaper. It's the yellow wallpaper.
Yeah, yeah, and they got like the yellow like what do you call it? Like it's kind of like nostalgia. Like the lights that you see, it's like the yellow like dimmed
Uh,
lights.
fluorescent or whatever it's called.
I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but yeah, that shit. And
Yeah, it's called fluorescent lighting.
is that like the main like what do
Yeah,
you like scenery?
so when you from what he explained it, it's where when you first get clipped out of reality, which like how it explains is
Mm-hmm.
that you could be walking and there's a part in the world where atoms just aren't together.
Mm-hmm.
Really interesting. I mean, I doubt it ever happened, but you're clipped out
Oh,
of
wait, wait,
reality.
wait. There's a thing I saw on TikTok. It was about the back rooms, and it was like on Google Maps. I think I added you on like two of them. It was like on Google Maps, and it was like
Yeah, yeah,
you
they
click on
removed
like
it.
yeah, yeah, they I told you they removed it. So what it basically was for you guys who didn't see it, it was like so there's like a post on TikTok, and they had like coordinates, and like every time you went to that coordinates, I think it was somewhere like in like the Philippines probably. No, it was like somewhere in Asia. I think it was Japan. It was like a stadium. So it was on Google Maps, and you like zoomed in, and like you know how you could go street level. So once you went street level, it you like go in the stadium, like you just like glitch into like the stadium, like the Google Maps. I don't know how they got the camera in there, but it did, and
Uh,
you could just see like it was just a giant hole just going like straight down. It was like the Spartan hole. You know how like he's like this is Sparta, and he kicks him in like that infinite hole. That's
yeah,
basically what it was. And but like all around was like the back rooms, like main scenery, like the yellow dimmed lights and yeah, just like the yellow dimmed lights and shit. That's what I saw. There's like two locations I saw like that on TikTok.
right. No, I don't know if it's real, but I mean, it's a cool idea. Back
It's
to
interesting. It's
how like
actually really
how
interesting
the atoms
and like eerie. Yeah.
are
It's like
taken
supposedly
out.
you like shift through dimensions and just like fall through or some shit. That's what I've seen like what it basically is.
Yeah, it's a reality. So like I said, like your atoms, they just kind of break or whatever, or
Mhm.
aren't together in the real world, and then you fall out of that reality, and in this reality, it's just rooms that never end. And you find out that there's actual groups that live down there because it's happened to more than one people for years on end.
Mhm.
And there's actually a government controlled site that they made like a portal, I guess, to it. You can look through. It's like a storyline. I forget who the YouTuber was. He makes all the found footage. Um,
Mm,
Government has actually like opened up to it, and there's like hundreds of groups, and like they're all classified for how dangerous they are. Super cool
yeah.
idea. Um,
Yeah. You think has anyone ever like claimed they've been in there and then came out and then like told a story? Have you seen
I,
anything like that?
I doubt it. I don't really think it's real. I
Like
mean, I don't
literally,
know.
literally yesterday, I saw a TikTok of this guy like recording himself in the back rooms. So I saw this TikTok and it was a guy like claiming he went to the back rooms and he was recording himself and he was like walking like over like a bridge balcony or something and he had like just like infinite windows to his right and left and it was like if it was like if what do you call that one like island? It's not an island, but it's like three sides of it. It's water. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? What's it called? You don't remember the word?
You're on an island, and there's three different
It's
sides of
not
water.
it's not an island. It's like connect. It's like outside. It's like Florida. What's Florida? A peninsula? That's
Yeah,
not what it's called. That's what
the,
it's called.
the
Peninsula.
peninsula. Yeah, I
It's
can't
like three
pronounce it.
sides. Three sides is water, right?
Yeah,
That's what
it's
they
for
call it.
Florida. It's the peninsula of Florida.
I think that's what it's called. But so it's like it was like imagine a peninsula but of
You
buildings.
pronounce that very good, by the way.
Thank you. It was like buildings. So he was like surrounded by three walls of like New York City buildings, I guess, like going up and just like windows on both sides.
No,
And he was like
I know.
claiming,
I know what you're talking about. That's level two of the backrooms. So how you get to those kind of things is you'll see doors through different levels. So that or level it'd be considered level one. It depends how you look at it. Like you can consider that first room with the, you know, yellow fluorescent lights and all that. You can consider it level one, but they call it level zero. But we'll just call it level two, just make it easier. And yeah, you get through there. It's called like there's doors that lead upstairs, and you go up the stairs and you enter, or you can no clip through level one. Um, it's really interesting because they're all made different. It's a really cool idea. Um,
yeah. I don't know how do you think that someone came up with that? They just what do
it's
you
like I said, it started off with as a creepypasta where someone just took a picture. You know how everyone, what is that? Like how people take pictures of like old poles that are abandoned and stuff like that.
No, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah, yeah.
is that word
Oh,
called?
like a playground, like the like the it's like nostalgia, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the oh no, it's like the like the deja vu kind of things, like pictures. It's like a whole compilation of like pictures that look familiar. Familiar place. That's what it is, right? Is that what you're talking
Uh,
about?
it's I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's familiar places, but I forget what the word is called. Oh yeah, so it started off those familiar.
Like the familiar pictures, like you've been there like for your from your
Yeah,
childhood and shit.
yeah, like the nostalgic pictures or
Mhm.
just whatever you want to call it, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, and people turn it into a whole giant storyline where there's government officials involved and there's a bunch of crazy cool stuff, and it just evolved from there. And that's how usually most things do. You
Yeah.
know, it'll start off as a creepy pasta, and it turns into games and
Memes too, like the
memes. But
TikTok comments.
yeah, whatever it is, it's really interesting.
You know what's another like creepy theory or slash like meme? It's
What?
like it's like on TikTok. There's always like have you heard about skinwalkers?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, the weird things
Like
where they.
Skinwalker Ranch and all that.
I never heard of Skinwalker Ranch.
Supposedly like that's where like the most sightings happen or like the most activity of skinwalkers and like also like aliens and shit like happen. Um, you think skinwalkers are real? What do you think about that?
When it comes to stuff like that, I don't think they'd necessarily be skinwalkers. I look at those things as like, I guess you could say like evil spirits.
Well, you know what skinwalkers are? Like you know what they do or no?
They just like look like your family members and crazy
They can
stuff
like
like that.
shape shift and shit. Like
Yeah, yeah.
there's like stories. It's like well like the like the average like meme I guess you could say or like the like the little meme people do like on TikTok is like if their dog is like standing up or something or like looking over a counter, like it just looks at you in a weird way. Someone just
Yeah, it's
comments
like
like
Skinwalker.
Skinwalker. Yeah, like Skinwalker. And like I actually like seen shit of like Skinwalker Ranch, and there's like supposedly they like mimic. They don't know like our language, but they could like mimic. You know, like a parrot mimics like noises and shit. Like they
Yeah.
can like mimic like any sound or like even like stuff we say. So supposedly they're like parrots. So they could like mimic sounds. So there's like I remember seeing this video. It was actually pretty creepy. There was a guy just standing like in the middle of like a plain like a farm, like a flat farm, and this guy was recording him, and the guy that was standing there, he was like standing still, and he was like it was like sunset, so you could like barely see him, and he was like yelling help, help, ah, like he was like moaning and like yelling for help, and supposedly like what that was like him like mimicking the last guy that he killed. Cause what are you gonna do when you're like about to die? What are you gonna try to do?
Uh, Try to survive. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like yell for help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, like yell for help and like I don't know
Try
if
to
you're in
not
pain.
die. Like,
Yeah, if you're like in pain, you're gonna be like moaning and shit. So he was like, so the guy was just standing still, and he was just recording him. He was just like yelling help and shit, and like he just walked by him because he didn't look like he was like you know in any need for help. He was just standing there, not moving. So the guy
right.
kind of got creeped out. And that's like he walked away, and that's like when the video ended. That's like the only like thing I've seen of like
Uh,
skinwalkers.
yeah, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I don't think. I think skinwalkers are. I don't know how to explain it because I look at it like this: when Native Americans were here before any settlements came or whatever.
Hmm.
I think there were spirits here, because they had their own religion and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
And I think there were evil spirits that may have came up and convinced them to be summoned, and those like the Wendigo, have you heard of that?
yeah,
Right, like I think like all those kind of things are just evil spirits summoned that persuaded them to be summoned to Earth, and that's what they are. They're just walking around, just wreaking havoc, and the Native Americans didn't know at the time, and
but
that
you
that's
think they
how I
could do any? You think skinwalkers can do like any physical damage?
I mean, yeah, I think the whole point is to like attract them and kill them or
Cause
possess them.
I've seen like stories, and it's like they like there's like farmers. It's always like in a farm for some reason. Like every creepy movie or whatever is like in the middle of nowhere, like in a farm or some shit, or
Right.
like in, like a forest or whatever. But
There was this
um
one case where there was a border patrol. Um, I was reading this on Reddit. I mean, you can't really trust Reddit, but it just sounded he was just driving back from his shift, and border patrol was always people sneaking over the border, and he heard like a little
mhm,
girl yelling help. I mean, that's really believable. It's a border patrol. And
yeah.
he stops, and she just stands up and just starts walking toward the truck, and he just drove away. Like he just drove away. That's the only thing I really read, I guess. I mean,
So yeah, what I was saying was like there's a bunch of like every like creepy thing happens like in a farm for some reason or like a forest. But I heard like stories of like people like farmers walking out and seeing their like cows dead on the ground, but like their stomachs are like all opened up, but all
yeah,
their organs are gone. Like it's like if something like opened them and ate them inside out, basically,
yeah,
if
that's
that makes
weird.
sense. Yeah, I've seen like that, and I've seen like horses too. Like same shit with horses. They're like all just like or how it's mainly like cows and horses. They're just like, you know how like they sleep on their side and
Yeah.
they're all like dead on their side, like all of them. I've seen stories like that, and like they're like eaten inside out, like
No,
all
and
their
then
organs are eaten.
and that goes back to that Native American thing where that was their land. They were all over the place right there in those huge just grounds of land, and
But I feel
that's
like I
where the
don't feel like
spirits
it's a
go.
spirit. I feel like it's a actual like being, like an actual skinwalker. Cause how can it like eat? It needs to eat. Spirits don't need to eat. You know what I mean?
True, that's what I mean. Evil spirits, they'll just kill. That's the whole point. That's what they want to do. Is just wreak havoc. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I
But
don't know. You really don't know. So I guess you run into one or like have a conversation with them. You know.
yeah, what do you think about like you believe in aliens, right?
I do. Yeah.
So, do you have any alien stories?
I don't. I haven't experienced anything that,
Well, I actually do. Not it didn't happen to me.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
I have like an actual alien story though. Well, the most famous one I forgot what it's called, but I forgot what the name is. Have you ever heard about like the African UFO sighting? Like the kids, like there's a I think it was an elementary school in Africa. Have you ever heard of it or no?
No.
So this is like one of the most famous ones because to this day, the kids that used to be in that school in elementary,
Yeah.
still claim that they've seen the UFO and the aliens. So I'm just gonna run you through the story real quick. So there's just kids like a normal school, elementary. They're just in Africa, right? It's in Africa.
Hmm. Hmm.
So they've seen like something outside of their window and land, like pretty close, like not even like a football field away from their school. Probably like I'll say like a couple meters away from their school, not even that far. Probably like I don't know, 100 meters away.
Right.
So they went and checked it out. The kids and the teachers went and checked it out, and they saw a like a, you know what a Tic Tac UFO is?
Well, no. Is it the
It's
little
just like a
circle
tick.
one that everyone knows about?
No, like a Tic Tac. It's like you know the Tic Tacs, like the little candies,
Yeah, I've eaten Tic
like
Tac.
a tick. Yeah, like a Tic Tac UFO. So that's what they've seen. I think it was a Tic Tac UFO, not just a normal like circular one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a Tic Tac UFO. And what they saw was the like I think they were grays, like the gray aliens. I'm not sure, but what they saw like little 3 feet, 4 feet like aliens, like alien people walk out of the ship, and I think they had like some like silk clothing on. I'm not sure, but they had like they're like 3 to 4 feet tall, and the government they went to check it out, and they asked like the kids and the teachers to draw what they saw, and all the kids drew like the same like thing, but without no one seeing. It was all in, like they all drew what they saw without like anyone near them, so they couldn't like copy off each other. You know what I mean? So so once like all the results came in, they saw that all the kids drew the exact like pretty similar things, the Tic Tac UFO and everything. So long story short, they still like interviewed them today, like the kids in the elementary school, and they still stuck with their story. They still said that they really did see that UFO land and like the little people land and like get out of the ship too. I don't know what happened after. I don't know if they went back in the ship and flew off. I'm guessing that's what happened. But yeah,
My only problem, we've had this discussion before with aliens. I don't think like grays or anything like that are like real.
you don't think grays are real?
No, dude. I think they're so commercialized that like
Well, that's the thing.
it's
You
what
know,
and
you know
I'm saying
like
like
they're based supposedly they're based on like movies and stuff, or like how we, like the gray, like the what's like the most like basic alien, the grays with the big black eyes and like the long head, right?
right,
Like the
and that's
bigger head.
that's why I just can't like
Supposedly those are made from like real sightings. Like the government informed them to. There's this one thing I saw. It was like Will Smith. He was he was like in a podcast talking about it. He said he went to the White House. Long story short, he went to the White House. Jaden Smith, his son, asked Barack Obama about the aliens, and they so Barack Obama didn't say yes. He was like, this is what he said. He was like, I cannot confirm or deny the existence of extraterrestrials, but if there was ever any discussion about it, it did take place in this room. And then that's what he said, something like that.
yeah,
Um,
but I just can't
wait,
I
wait,
just
wait,
can't
wait.
believe that.
But then Will Smith said, you know how Will Smith made like movies with aliens, right? I don't really, I didn't really watch them, but he made like I forgot what the movies are called, but he made like some movies with like aliens or whatever. And he said that he got informed by like government officials of like aliens, like how they look and like all that. He said he knows shit, but he can't say it. That's what he said.
Right, but I just can't believe that. I can't. I don't know why,
So what do you
but I
think
feel like
aliens look like? What like
okay,
no, not like we're talking about like advanced beings like us, not like some plant from another planet or like an insect
right.
thing.
No,
We're
no,
talking about
I
like
know what you mean.
advanced beings like us. Like what do you think they look like?
I think they look pretty close to us. Like I don't think they look that far
Like
different. I,
Pleiadians? I think I told you about these about those alien species. I guess Pleiadians look pretty human. Those like I think those are like the closest uh what do you call it, like alien species that looks like us. They have like a lot of human DNA. They look pretty much exactly like us, just a little bit different, more handsome and like pretty, I guess. That's from the pictures I've seen, like just cartoon pictures, but I don't know.
no, I can't. Yeah, yeah. I think that it'd be more closely human than anything. You know.
Mhm.
Um, I just feel like I mean, like I feel like there are way different, more like species.
Mhm.
You know. Um, there was this one movie I was watching. It was called The Arrival. Super duper good. I don't remember who played it. It was the guy who played Hawkeye in Avengers. He was like one of the main
I
characters,
never
and
watched that movie.
it was about it's about these aliens that came to Earth, obviously,
Mhm.
and the plot was it was a um like a master translator, you know, like she works for the
Uh,
government to translate, like, you know, she knows Arabic,
yeah, yeah.
Spanish, you know, everything, right?
Uh,
And she was trying to find out what the aliens want, and she was like she actually had to like teach it English, and she learned how to speak their language. And it was super cool, and they were like they called them tri-octagons or something. I don't know, like they're not tri
I think I heard of
or
something like that.
heptapod. That's what they were called.
Hectopod.
Yeah. And they were like they weren't like tentacle looking things, but they were super duper tall.
Mhm.
If you want to look one up, I guess you can. But they were like really tall. It's super
Hectopods.
heptapod, yeah. And it is super intriguing. I think aliens could look like that, you know, just weird out of this whack species. But I also think there's a lot that look way closer to humans.
I mean, to other aliens, we could look pretty weird if you think about it.
Right, right. You know, so I don't know. There could be like a heptapod thing, you know, like or you know, like
But you know how
they're 70 feet tall, can travel light speed in
oh
giant
yeah.
discs.
But you know how you're saying like how the master translator was like talking to aliens in the movie?
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, have you ever heard of like aliens talking like telepathically?
Right. Yeah.
So what if like some people like claim to be abducted by aliens and say like that the alien was like aliens were talking like telepathically to him,
Yeah, yeah, I think that's totally possible, you
and
know,
he was like
because like
talking back telepathically. It was weird. It's like it was they're like reading their own mind and shit.
you come so far in a point as a society or
Yeah, like
as
evolve, like evolution, that you don't even need muscle or like anything. Cause you know how, like alien, so the basic gray is like skinny, like really skinny, like no muscle. I saw this story. I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but once the guy got abducted by aliens, he was like he woke up from like I guess they like tranquilized him, but he woke up and he like he like got up, he pushed the aliens. They all like stumbled on each other. They're like really weak. He said he was like it was like pushing a little kid. That's what he said. And they like I feel like if we get far into evolution and like technology, mainly evolution, like we don't even need our like we don't even need strength anymore. Like the alien, like the Greys have like giant heads and they could talk telepathically. It's like when you get so far into evolution, you just really don't need like the you know how like monkeys have like more muscle than us right now. They're like really strong like gorillas. We
yeah.
supposedly we used to be like that, but we evolved and now we have like less muscle. So what if there's like a theory which is like aliens are like the future us. They like a time travel and shit. Like what if they came back to fix things as like or like just help us like not mess up like our planet and like
No, I don't
that it's a
know.
theory cuz think about it. Like orangutans, they're like really strong and stuff. And like we evolved from like basically monkeys supposedly and we have less muscle now than what we used to have like a long time ago due to like technology I guess and like us not really doing much anymore. Like we have what we have people to like go hunting for us, and we just go to the store to get food. Like we don't need to go hunting anymore. All of that.
Right,
But
but the only thing that's
but what
holding our
if?
society back is war and
So
greed.
I actually that's why there's a lot of UFO sightings next to like military bases and like nuclear bomb sites. That's why like I forgot what war, but I think it was the cold. I'm not sure, but I think it was like the Cold War or like some war where they're using nuclear bombs or they're about to, like in the 19 somethings. I don't. It
Probably
was.
Cold War.
I don't think
It's
it was
Cold
World
War or
War.
World War II.
I don't think it was. It could have
Because
been World
Cold
War
War they're
Two.
developing nuclear power at a
But
very
yeah,
high
that's like
rate.
the only thing that could really like just end this planet. Just like nuclear power and shit, nuclear bombs. But like back to the theory, supposedly like aliens could like they're the future us and they could like time travel and shit.
No,
You know.
I don't, I think, that stuff could be, possible, I mean, I don't know, right?
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if we'd ever be able to speak telepathically. I can't,
Oh, I feel
but
like we can. Just meditation and evolution. I actually meditate quite a bit. Not as much anymore, but
I
um
think I don't think, you know, telepathy, when we speak each other through our minds, I think it's more or
I
less,
think it's really possible. I actually do
I don't,
believe in it.
it's not a thing of possibility. I think it's a thing of you start to understand humanity more, that you can read body language and everything. And then it just keeps evolving from there, because how would you how would you be able to read my mind without me talking? How?
Well,
Right? I mean,
you have to
how
be
would I
thinking of something and like send it to me from like
right.
it's like Bluetooth with our brains. You know what I mean?
How the fuck would I do that?
You just think it, and we're just at a point of evolution. We're like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? We don't have it yet, but
Right.
supposedly
See,
aliens, you know.
that just doesn't make sense to me.
Mhm. Right now it doesn't because we're not evolved yet. We're not there yet. But yeah. But speaking about time travel, you think time travel's real?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
You think it's
Uh,
currently going on? I mean, it
I,
could currently
if
be
it's
going
currently
on.
going on,
Yeah.
I think that I also think teleportation is very easy. I mean,
I mean, time
what
travel is teleportation, right? Basically.
technically, I guess, but I don't know. I don't really know how deep that goes. I think it's just breaking atoms. Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
I know
that's what it is. I'm
you
pretty
can't
sure.
create or destroy matter, but I think it's something with bending. I mean, we know the speed of light, and we use daily equations as scientists and rocket scientists. Those equations to solve problems that involve the speed of light. So why couldn't we just, I don't
I
know.
mean, it's hard to make a machine going the speed of light. Do you need
Right.
to go speed of light for time travel? I don't. You gotta go really
You,
fast. You no, you definitely need speed of light. You need more than speed of light.
you need to go pretty fast.
Like
I don't know.
really
I
fast.
don't know how it's measured. However, time is measured besides time. Because I mean, technically, we made up time. Hours and minutes
Mhm.
don't exist. We
Yeah.
made it. You know, technically, if we would just get rid, like days of the week aren't real,
Mhm.
right? They're just
It's just
days and nights
one
that
long continuous time. Like
cycle,
no, not
right?
even. It's a long, cute, continuous like just line. There's no pauses. There's like every day isn't like a a
Like a
bookmark,
mark,
like a yeah, a bookmark or something. It's like every day isn't a different page. It's like
right? No,
it's one
but
whole page nonstop. It doesn't stop. But that's how we portray
we
time.
made it as a
Time.
society.
Mhm.
I mean, it works obviously, right?
It's like
Um,
when we go to sleep and wake up the next day. We're like, okay, it's the next day. It's like time paused when we're sleeping. Now it's the next day. But no, it just kept going. It doesn't stop.
yeah, it's just night and day, right? So,
Mhm.
time is very weird. Uh, but I don't know. I mean, I hope one day we can, you know, travel the speed of light. I don't know how possible it would be. I mean, I'd
Mhm.
imagine they're trying to develop something.
Mhm.
They're all. I mean, scientists are always doing that. Kind of their
Yeah.
job to develop new things, I presume,
What if
right?
like an alien comes down and gives us like, you know, some like
Right,
part from the future?
now that I feel like is possible,
Or
because
not
I
even part
mean,
from the future, just like
the
technology that they
equation,
have
anything,
that we
technology,
don't.
right? Because I mean, look at the pyramids. Like,
Mhm.
How?
I was just thinking about that too. Yeah.
How is that even possible? Like, there's no way that such a I can't say backwards because it's not backwards.
You know what
You know,
the pyramids are like in the exact middle of our planet, like the exact middle. The coordinates are like in the exact the three pyramid. It's three pyramids of Giza, right? Or one pyramid. There's
it's a I don't know.
there's a lot. There's like I don't know, but they're like they're aligned with like the stars too. There's like some stars that I think it's aligned with. Stars connect. Stars connect.
Wow.
So like the pyramids are just like aligned like in the exact middle of our planet. Like the coordinates are in the exact middle of our planet. And how there's no way if we can't make those pyramids right now, there's no way that what like it's Egyptians, right? Yeah. Egyptians made those pyramids like what when did they make those pyramids? Like 6,000 years ago? More, right?
More.
How
It's
long has it
something.
been?
I don't know. It's just been
How do you
incredibly long
think
time.
they dude, isn't like every pyramid like more than a ton? A ton or more?
Just the
Or no, a
brick,
couple tons or some
the
shit.
crib, the brick in general is just really heavy, and then having for
You
how
know,
high they
you
are
know
and having the slope carrying that is just
and it has to be perfect. You know, if they mess up one brick in the bottom, by the time we get to the top, it's all not gonna be aligned right. It's all gonna be just it's not gonna fit properly. So how do you? Nah, that's 100 for me, bro. That's 100% aliens. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way that's possible.
I mean,
And
physically, it's
not even that. Like, okay, say they did build it. There's no way to coincidence that's in the exact middle of our planet, aligned with like I think it's the I'm not the Andromeda galaxy. No, I'm not. No, 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 no. I don't know, but it's aligned with some stars actually. I think. So I don't know. I don't know
all
how.
in all, there was something there definitely helping, because I
Yeah, there's no
guess
way. There's
like,
no way.
like you brought up the point where you said if we can't do it now, how did they do it back then?
Hmm.
I'd give him the challenge where without any machinery, if we just use straight manpower, if we could build one of those.
Dude,
Just no machinery,
I'm
none of
pretty sure
that.
they had something, but like, there's no way.
No, no,
There's no
don't
way.
even give them because what did they have back then? They had ropes
Like
and
rock. That's
yeah,
it.
they had ropes, rock, and just ramps built out of more rock. Right?
There's
So
no
you're
way.
sliding
There's no
rock
way.
on rock right there. They had oil and all that and
And there's no way. And supposedly there's like rooms in the pyramids too. Like beneath there's like I think there's like a tomb of like some king or some shit. I don't even know. But like
uh
I don't know who it is and there's like treasure and shit. Some like archaeologists say that there's nothing down there. But there's actually a guy that I've seen like on YouTube or on TikTok actually. He went down there and he went like in the pyramid in one of the pyramids and there's like a whole room like down there. I don't know. It's like he flashes like flashlight, and like he went past like where he wasn't supposed to go, but he didn't keep going though. But he went like past a little bit more, and supposedly where they said there wasn't anything else, there was like way more. But then he just got out. I don't know why. He just got scared or
they're too
something.
deep. It's just there's a lot,
Mhm.
you can't you don't know if it's made by humans or if it wasn't. And it's really interesting because, I mean, if we just disinclude all of the, teleporting, time traveling, aliens we see in the movies, right? How many
Yeah.
galaxies are there, right?
Two.
Like too many, right?
Millions, billions, bro.
More
Like
than millions. There's an
they.
infinite amount of
Yeah.
galaxies, right? And you're telling me there isn't at least one inhabitable planet out there that has other life that may or may not be more technological advanced. Even if they aren't more technological advanced and they haven't visited Earth or anything like that, the fact that there couldn't even be one speck of life, it's just like
I told you this before, but so you know
it's.
how
I mean, it's not impossible,
let's
but it's
say
also
let's
highly
say
impossible.
let's say we're like the only this isn't true. This can't be true. But let's say we're the only like advanced life form in our galaxy, right? The whole Milky Way galaxy, right? Not our solar system, the whole galaxy. With like how much stars are in our galaxy? Millions or yeah,
There's
right?
more than a million, dude. There's just
Dude, yeah,
so many.
so much. And you're telling me, okay, so say there's one I think I told you this before, but say there's one advanced life form per galaxy. There would be billions, trillions, bro, of advanced life forms in our
Other ones
universe.
more advanced than the others. Yeah.
Yeah, there could be like more advanced, or like the same advanced as us, I guess. That's how you know. Like, there's no way. So, how do people not believe in aliens? I just don't understand.
I think it comes down to like a religion thing. It
Even,
could be
dude, like,
against like
have you heard?
Christianity.
Have you heard the
Uh,
theory where like Jesus was an alien?
uh, no.
So, what the theory was like, is like, so say like, okay, make our mindset 2,000 years ago, right? Say, just without like us knowing what God is or anything, our mind, like people's mindsets 2,000 years ago when Jesus came down, um, what would they think when like a UFO or like a person came down from the sky? That's a god, but it wasn't actually an alien, right? Let's just say like an alien came down from the sky. What are people 2,000 years gonna think? Oh my god, it's a god. Look at him, he's
Right.
coming down from the sky, you know? So
Right.
people like that's probably, and then they probably portrayed okay, Jesus even said that he wasn't from this planet, from this earth. He said we could all it's in the Bible too. I'm not making this shit up. He even said he's not from this earth. He even in the he said that we could all become gods like him. We just gotta get to that consciousness. He said something like that,
You show me
which
where
is like,
that's out in the Bible, and I'll believe that. I can believe the fact that he said he's not from this earth
mm,
because he did say that.
no, I'm
But
not even that like religious like that, so I don't really look at the Bible. But that part's real. I don't know about the part where he's like, I'm pretty sure it should be in the Bible. We could all become gods like me. We just have
I
to
don't
reach
think he said
that
that.
higher consciousness. So you don't supposedly we're all gods, right? Like not
No,
like God, like how everyone, the Christianity God, but
you
we
know,
could be
you
like a
know,
really advanced, like
do you know what you
not
sound like right now?
hmm,
You sound like a Satanist.
a
That's what
Satanist.
that's what they believe in. That they're
What?
their own god. They're their own god. But Satanism is.
But they do it for evil, right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you read about it, there's different like
Being a god, in order to be a higher level, like conscious being, like God or Jesus, you have to have a bunch of love. Like Jesus didn't hate no one. He like healed, you know, he healed people that like stabbed him and shit. They had like a scar, he just heals them. Like you need to have love and like, I know I sound like a hippie right now, but like that's really what it is. Like you just have to like love everyone, and then you reach that higher consciousness. And like I don't get too into it, but like yeah, supposedly we could all be gods basically.
I don't know. Um, no, because I think humanity is set to fail. That's the whole point. No one is ever going to be the kindest person in the world. There's always going to be for something somewhere. Right. I mean,
Yeah,
you look at
I
extreme
agree.
feminists, they really agree with femininity and equal rights, but there's always there could be a hate for a man or, anything like that. And that's why humanity will never reach a higher thing. At least for many years.
Mhm.
Like I
Plus with all
just
like the
highly
nuclear war and like what we have right now with Russia and Ukraine. I don't know.
right. No, there's
What's
always
the
gonna be some sort of
I
problem.
think if the aliens come down, if like say right now, say tomorrow aliens come down, I feel I wouldn't panic. I don't know how people I could understand how some people would panic. I've been studying aliens for like a lot, like so long now that I like I'm not gonna say I know their intentions, but bro, if aliens wanted to like destroy us by now, they would have, you know?
No,
So
yeah, they definitely would.
I think their intentions are like pretty good just to like they're we're like a bigger problem than the aliens, us ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think like if aliens came down, I wouldn't be scared or panicked. I would just I'll try to be like, "What's up, bro?" Just like try to get to know him and shit. Like try to get to
No,
know him. But some people like, and I think it will unite us. Like, we will all stop going against each other and like just try to like, if anything. So say we had an alien invasion, right? And they try to like, I don't know, just kill everyone or I don't know what the fuck what the point of an alien invasion is to get the planet, I guess. We would all turn like Ukraine or like fucking North Korea and literally everyone on this the human race will all unite and go against the aliens. That's like
And
one way we would like, you
I
know.
don't know if it happens because someone's gonna make a deal with the devil, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Someone's gonna be like, "You just give me life, and I'll
It's just
kill
greed.
everyone for you." Right, and that's what humanity is, because people don't care. It'll never. I hate the government personally. Like all politicians are corrupt. You can't change my mind.
Yeah,
Republican,
I
Democrat,
agree.
Independents.
It's all
It,
really one big like
I, I
big.
I can't agree that there are people in political systems that are there for the right thing, but
Mhm.
you're gonna get outweighed by people that are there for money more. It's
Yeah,
impossible. They're human.
money is literally everything on this planet. Like,
It is, and that's gonna be our downfall because they'll do everything to get what they want.
no,
And it's impossible
literally
to.
people kill for money, bro. People kill for freaking Popeye's chicken sandwiches, dude. Like, bro, like humans are just something
Yeah,
else.
they're whack. They're whack.
That's why I like animals better than humans, but like
Right.
I also like nature, bro. Like the animal, like nature, dude. Like fucking tigers, like or like lions, like chasing down like what do they chase down? What do they eat? Whatever. Like
Uh,
it's just
I
really
don't know.
like
I don't really study the.
gory. You know, like nature is actually like really fucking disturbing. Like you see fucking like I seen a video of like I think it was a I'm pretty sure it was a lion. I don't know if it was a if he ate a deer, but he was like eating the deer's balls or
Like
some
a
shit.
Zell, probably.
That's
No, yeah,
gazelle. Yeah, I've seen that, bro. He like ate.
it's
Oh, and it was like still alive, kinda. It was
no,
like
it's
still
bad.
alive, dude. Yeah,
Nature's
nah.
nature's,
Nature
nature's
is just
gruesome, but I mean,
it could be beautiful,
th
but it's also
but they're not corrupt.
really.
There's no corruption in nature. It's
Hmm.
just
It's just like
there's an
no
order.
rules, right? No, now we have rules. We have like fucking
Don't kill, don't
police.
steal.
Yeah, I mean some
Right?
people don't care, but like
We're not living in Zootopia. Great movie,
yeah.
by the way. I recommend checking out. Judy Hopps.
All right, should we end it here?
Yeah, I think those are pretty good subjects for our first
First
podcast.
podcast, Stars Connect.
We'll
Um,
start making a good schedule here once we get things rolling, I guess.
yeah, we're
Uh,
just right now. It's just for fun, really. Just seeing if other people want to listen in to what we talk about, our conversations, and I got a lot of more subjects, bro. We only went through like 3 subjects. What, the backrooms, time travel, and aliens, right?
yeah, that's about it so far.
Yeah. Well, that was episode 1 of Stars Connect podcast. Robbie, you got anything to say?
I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back for more.
All right. Have a good day. Um, be back for part 2. And all right, love y'all. See ya.